Welcome back once again. Of course, we're continuing on with some Data Live, where there's absolutely nothing to worry about. Just some inverted characters and a warped sense of possession. If no one else remembers his name, then there's no one else to contend with. At least that is a certain character's motto right now, so... How is Shiro going to once again regain his place in this universe? And is it just going to boil down to some reverse psychology and positive reinforcement? We'll have to see. But of course, Isaac is still out there, causing trouble, even if he is kind of healing for a while. But how long before he's then back up and running and causing havoc? Grab a seat, grab a drink, and let's begin to find out. Once again, starting strong with the flashbacks. After coming from a show like Dun Dun Dun, where having flashbacks is leading to despair, wondering where this all goes wrong. Obviously, the Spirit of Origin appears and kind of intervenes with her life and gives her powers, but does it all go wrong before then? Did she have that kind of possessiveness before becoming a spirit? Kind of a weird attachment disorder when she can't have the attention of the sister. They're falling back onto their hair, which she complimented. Is it a... Is it a fear of, like, being... someone just moving on and forgetting them? Considering, cutting all of the other spirits out, taking Shida for herself, pay attention to me and me only. As either extreme narcissism and needing to be the best, or not wanting to lose anything. Now, it depends on how they're trying to set up Mukuro, because sure, we've got this kind of what the hell are you doing aspect to it, but is it going to be a tragic fall from grace kind of story? And the way that it keeps kind of interjecting little scenes and life with the family and whatnot before. I mean, almost as if they're trying not to be found. Maybe expand the search. And what is their plan to deal with a inverse spirit? How was it rewritten? Why was it rewritten? Who was the crux of it all? Almost as if there's a block. Maybe the strange person who was in your house earlier and somehow had conversations with pretty much everyone. I heard Tolka. What kind of abnormality? I mean, Shido's not particularly normal. Excuse me. Sometimes things are best left unsaid. I am not surprised. To be fair, having the restaurant take ownership of the situation, be like, okay, that's enough now. You're in a public place after all. A place of some significance for her. Remember, they are high up. Don't misbehave or anything near the windows. She's not in the mood to battle right now. If she has, I'm guessing she is trying to forget it. How would one answer that question? Does she have knowledge here? And then something happens to refine them. Yeah. For what end? What process and what? Don't push your luck. They're not friends yet. Would she be happy with that victory? Good thing this place seemed to be, all cleared out of other people. Her hair. I said to stay away from the windows. Is she about to... I was going to guess lock herself again or do something, but no, unlock to a powered up state? Do they have to evacuate? If only there was someone around here that was involved with sealing spirits. Ha. Not particularly needed and a little jarring, but okay. It would take too long to explain, so, do we have a shorthand version? Oh, that doesn't matter right now, does it? Well, they've got no better plans, so might as well use all their help they can get. I would laugh if there was someone else out of everyone that actually kind of remembered him, but just didn't say anything. Do they still communicate while switched over like that? And since they have this kind of power in dog tag form, would it be useful to share that around? See if anyone else can benefit from these DM suits. He's getting more used to calling on the powers, isn't he? The fact that she can open up portals, not just playing in 3 dimensions. Talking of 3D. Are you going to open another portal underneath her to catch all the debris, or just let it rain down on the city? How dare you destroy her clothes? Just made her more agile. Ah. Not the healthiest of outlooks, but not the worst, I guess. They're protecting him in a warped sense. But also, at what point is it all going to become too much for her? You know, bring back the actual memories of her family and whatnot beforehand. Usually that's how these things go in writing. She is of single mind right now. I mean, he praised her hair, so why not listen to the other things that he wants? Okay, maybe it was the first one of what I was thinking back then. Needing to be the only one in someone's eyes, that weird kind of... She needs a bit of rest. It was a little worse for wear there. They don't even know who he is at the minute. Leave the planet alone if this is that. I mean, she did threaten it many episodes ago. Well, not that many episodes ago. So why not actually follow through? You know, got a Chekhov's gun kind of thing. Yeah, the weird one that kind of was assaulted by all of you, or ignored, or embarrassed, etc. What a weird fan. How does he know all of this? Ha. Did Yoshinon have a little bit of interference there, or is she just really trusting? Just really trusting. Though memory is locked away, the trope of his words and being kind of spoke through them anyway. Personally, I would have thought her phone just calling him darling would have been a huge tip off to at least commence talks. Huh. Trying to use like ley lines and whatnot to intercept the spirit power. Which one? There's a couple right now. She's just enjoying the opportunity while it strikes. And while I think the 3D isn't too bad, the fact it keeps swapping back to 2D animation midway instead of trying to merge it better is a little jarring. That would do it. Remember when I said what would be that tipping point where we'll see a lot more? Yeah, severing his arm might do that. Is this after she thought that she was abandoned in the tower because she wasn't paying attention to her and just sat outside on the balcony? What? Ah. Why would they immediately just start blaming these weird fucking happenings of the universe on a child? I mean, they were right, but that's not the point. Hang on, no one remembered who I was. Vast case of public amnesia. Let's blame it on this child. If the key destroys spirit armor and whatnot, what does it do to his healing flames? Well, we've seen that happen before, yeah. Another outfit change so quickly? Good thing that he's at least nearby. I mean, he has experienced exactly what it is she's feeling, I guess. Oh, I thought, like, just now when everyone forgot him, but yeah, also back then. Did we know that he was adopted? Is that what was just said? I really am having... Have I been locked away? Having vast kind of memory leaks of this story. Yeah, just redefine what it means and get her to think about things in a non-literal kind of... What's that word? Object permanence kind of way. If he goes around the corner, don't worry, he is still there. I mean, if she's cut his arm off and he can still say that, it kind of leads credence. Now also look up the definition of love and see that it doesn't mean ostracizing them from all friends and family. Success on 2 fronts? Or 7. But is she... Is she up for a conversation now? What's going to be... How's he going to be able to overcome this inversion? Is she jealous? Oh, maybe not. Looks like she won the battle. Man, but nothing happened. Wasn't all what it cracked out to be. You know, she let a bit of the history and whatnot out just because she felt like it. Give him a second. So she just had to level the playing field and steal it back. That's a 180, but glad we're on some sort of... I have a feeling this show gets family kind of really twisted, but still. See what I mean? I mean, better than what she thought before, I guess. Are they... I mean, sometimes when you look back and realise how you acted is completely irrational. You can't take back things that have happened before, just make sure you don't make the same mistakes. But is it going to show their place in this world at the minute and how they're getting on? You know, that separated family. Hey, it's like when I cut my hair. When you finally made a change in your life and things have, you know, turned that corner. Make a big change, and I wonder how much it's going to be cut. She has like full body length hair. It'd be odd to go shoulder length, wouldn't it? I do like the fact that it had a character in here which was, oh shit, your obsession with not being left alone, only being the only one in their eyes, started long before she got any power. She was already having troubles and whatnot. So was that the reason why she was chosen? Yeah, there was something that she could actually fix, per se? Or was that just extra? Wasn't one of the, you know, benefits of being chosen as a spirit, or one of the reasons that the origin did it? I was about to skip this thinking it was preview. Climb into his coat. Well, at least she didn't try to mark it with her scent. Do they know him yet? I see. Things are going to get interesting. It was definitely time for her to return. You know, everything does seem to slot into place quite easily. Having Mukuro to be like, ah, shit, this isn't what love actually is. You're not meant to be the end all of what they were thinking. I mean, it's a tough one, but sure, let's redefine the terms family and whatnot for her. Like I mentioned, it's great seeing that long before she became a spirit. Whether or not we get that, any sort of payoff for that, kind of like with the manga artist and her friend. Is it going to go back and have even a brief mention of Mukuro's family? Or have them see her and be like, oh yeah, she is still alive. Okay. but also the fact that it's not the first time she did that. You know, Shido being not remembered by everyone was just a second go round for her. She'd already done it to her family. Didn't go right the first time. Hell, why wouldn't it work the second? And of course, Talker, or Inverse Talker, dropping some more information bombs on us about the story. The fact that the spirits themselves start off kind of in their inverse form and before they're acclimatized for life on Earth and to chat with humans. What grand plan is this original spirit doing? Why have this kind of really roundabout ways of going about things? And also, is it just fortuitous that Shido was brought into this family and Kotori was turned into a spirit and then the commander of this Fraxinus and whatnot? Or is it all going as it was ordained to be, considering who's kind of pulling strings in the background? I have no idea, but maybe Kurumi does, and the fact that she's now back on the scene and taking part in lessons again. Good. Any more kind of weird dark voids and hands clutching from the ground that we're going to see? Or is she kind of past her spooky shit and now it's just getting whatever her plan in motion? Guess we'll have to find out. And hopefully that's not going to be the end of it, but hopefully the end of the most jarring aspects of the extra 3D work. I know it was mentioned before and kind of warned to me, and I've seen worse, much, much worse, but it did feel almost unnecessary. Like some shots didn't need to be 3D, they're just kind of standing there. Or they land, so you could have drawn that. Or just had a different camera angle. But things definitely seem like they're slowly falling into place, and with this season, I'm expecting some good things. Especially with like little hints and tips that it's kind of bringing out every now and again. Showing us a little bit more of what's going on, the various actors at play. And it's not quite nearly as one-sided as we thought. But I kind of want to see more, and hopefully you do as well. If I entertained you throughout any of this, let me know. If you're leaving a like and a comment on the video really helps me out, and subscribing to the channel make sure that you don't miss out future uploads. You can also join onto my Discord for any notifications, memes, conversations, general bullshittery. But for now, take care of yourselves, get some rest. You're not alone, and I'll see you in the next one.